Well, hello people, welcome to the next senpai. The main character comes from a school with overpowered and intentionally hidden for some reason. Cause what? It's not easy being overpowered, standing with great responsibility, sometimes cursed and danger for people around him. Before you get started, don't forget to subscribe. Amazed Creator is bringing existence into the YouTube world. Keep watching this video and stay awesome. Let's go! Spare me, great lord. Coming story from an ordinary orphan, Lushu, safe from the death in car accident, suddenly activated his walnut pendant manages to save him, while bestowing the distress point system, in the process of meta-human magic experiencing. Only Lushu was able to become stronger by collecting the negative feelings of others. He can use to get a gift in the form of something magical from the magic roulette. It can be sold to being alternative for helps the family economy. Without putting more effort, because his nature indeed like to annoying boy those around him. Having speed and agility when moving, as well as unique cultivation, sometimes frustrates his opponent when facing him. He has the ultimate hidden charge when cornering with a strong enemy. A black sword called Corpse Dog has a strong magic aura, which can damage to the soul and kill the opponent from the inside. Affiliation with Heavenly Network, Lushu learns more about the new magic experience, new life, and knowing more about himself. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. An almighty majestic called Demon Lord Varvatos, choosing to reincarnating 3,000 years fast forward into future, because he was feeling guilty, after losing his partner and carried away about by his overwhelming power. Coming with a new life and new named as Ard Meteor. He was enjoyable living, in the name of love, not only his family but also his subordinates, but he had bad communication with others and having a lack of friend, until he meets Irina. He is willing into his great ultimate goals in order for them to reach their full potential, remembering the entity from magic in the future was far from his expectations. Considering his past life as Demon Lord, he has a lax awkwardness as he realizes that his magic and skill are criterion, and always misinterpreted other records. He was masked man, trying too hard to hidden his true identity, has decided staying with Irina and Ginny in Laville National Academy of Magic School. Famous for his reckless character, he always stumbled at words when surprised by the unexpected situation had to confront in complicated situation. Ard and his partners have a one mission and no one stopped them for anything distract to reach his biggest goal and fixed his mistakes in the past. The world of Otome games, trapped in a dating simulator. An introvert teenager who was reborn into the dating simulator world after he finished enthusiastically until Miss Rest Point, goes to exhaustion and died into exhausted. Leon was born as a cameo in that world with a low degree of life. Since he came from Halford Academy, a place where children from aristocratic families signed up to receive a proper education, he was always subjected to unfair circumstances. Moreover, he is also taskmaster who can improvise, adapting many situations and overcome as many strange situations as possible. He was overpowered character has been seen since he managed to conquer dungeons and gain abundant power and wealth. Luxion is Leo Bartford's best support system, coming watches over all master plans ahead of right time to surprise everyone gets their necessary skill to support Leon. A special battle armor created by Luxion for his master, called Arrogance. It's so much bigger than others but has incredible speed and power at same time. Tokyo Revengers. Takemichi Hanagaki is one of the protagonists in the anime or manga, which is a differentiator from other shonen characters. Uncharacteristic overpowered character in shonen like a One Piece or Naruto, Takemichi's basic strength low in fight, but he was never backed down with highest durability. He has become a huge inspiration for Tomonth and proves that it is main character who against all odds, even his friends around him called the crybaby hero. After the events on half second before ended, Takemichi flashes back to 12 years ago before Crumble. He was realized and aware of his hidden ability, time leaps, can affect what happens in the future. Meanwhile, no one knows about it, except Naoto Shirogane. Takemichi cooperates with Naoto by shaking hands and traveling through time to change his all condition with better future and belong save Tachibana Hinata from death. He becomes Tomon's key figure, guiding Mikey and Draken down into right path. highest point on his life, he had respect from all people around him, and become the most anticipated main guy of gangster in Tokyo, even the world. Charlotte. An ordinary high school student who has special ability to temporarily possess to someone's soul for 5 seconds. But in his journey, Yu Otasuka has an overpowered ability, which is hidden without him knowing. The true ability is plunder. It takes away someone's ability and uses that as his own. He follows in the footsteps to right way of Nao Tamori, enter to Hoshinomi Academy, a secret institution created for teenagers who are obsessed with the supernatural abilities. As a promise, Yu proves that care for his friend's life and wants to be able to protect other users from harm. He decided to take a highest risk and being plundered to rob all the possibilities in the world. He was turned into an overpowered character and possessed abilities that no one could defeat. Instead, he couldn't control himself and he slowly loses his insanity, forgetting the promise and going emotionless guy. After that become a threat to the terrorists and a fugitive on a world level, have started to call him the One-Eyed Reaper, even saying he was so powerful that he was a god. The full-time Magister. Mofun, a teenager who was born into a poor family, and aspires to become a great magician in the future. However, due to financial limitations and a family have not record with magical history, making the path to achieving his dreams is not easy and is often underestimated by those around him. After knowing he has 2 dual elements at once moments, fire and lightning. But all people surrounding him just to capture he is only fire element, with a purpose he was hiding his lightning element and would use it at the right time. As time marches on every seasons, it turns out that he also has several hidden abilities that he is not aware, like a summon element, the most strongest element where he was able to summon beast and summoning the mobs. The awakening element of Mofun is devil element, make his transformed being demi-human form like a beast with overpowered impact. Sometimes he lost his insanity. Classroom of the elite. Kiyotaka Ayanokoji is an inconspicuous and introvert student, and while his grades are above average, but he hides it with mysterious purpose. The prestige student of advanced nurturing high school and was placed in D class, were inhabited by dumb and outcast student. To survive in elite school, they all have to collect points, where the points system determines class and economy caste. Kiyotaka has highest intelligence coming from being masterpiece experiment from the White Room. The goal of the White Room is to ensure that children are properly nurtured and educated from birth. Kiyotaka is the master and expert making strategies in solving academic problems. He also has martial arts skills that are quite moved and legit good instinct. Together with the other class membership, work together to solve all the challenges at the school and climb to highest class in the elite school. Mob Psycho 100. Kageyama Shigeo, a nerdy student, have a problem with social awkward and struggles with weird things, which are reason why having a lack of friends. Nicknamed as Mob, because he is considered have not special abilities and only subject of jokes by his classmates. He has a overpowered psychic power was connected to his emotions. Strong negative emotions can cause him to hurt others. He realized the potential danger in his skill, when uncontrollable his supernatural power, so he hides it. Arataka Reigen, a fake psychic trainer answer his problem. He was exploits Mob's power to advantage money for his psychic business, man reception desk being spirit consolation and service. However, the spiritual energy he used was like a time bomb. Whenever he reaches 100%, a cataclysmic event that makes him completely unrecognizable will be unleashed. The mob's progress towards the boom increases and the only thing that can stop him is the person he loves. The irregular at Magic High School. In the future, traditional magic has been abandoned, big improvement with a systematized modern technology and taught as a technical skill. Shiba Tatsuya is the main protagonist, showed obsession with magic engineering and casting acetant device. He enrolled being affiliated student at the National Magic University with his sister, Miyuki. After passing the exam, the extraordinary Miyuki was placed in the first class called Bloom, while Tatsuya was relegated in the second class called Weeds. Because what? The modern magic rating system emphasizes the activation speed of the magic user, the intensity of the interference. He was gratefully able to hidden his true identity, became the man behind the scenes as magic engineering. Tatsuya is try not too flashy and is often underestimated because of Weed's class. He was answering possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat ability who was learned from the Legends Shinobi. He has unique magical techniques, Magic Limiter Pledge, where Overpowered can defeat anyone although upper level with him, meanwhile Miyuki as a limiter her brother's abilities. The daily life of the Immortal King. Being an almighty cultivation mage, Wangling has no choice to hide his true power and pretends to weak, to keep a low profile in the name of peaceful life. When Wangling is forced to use some of his power, and under control by his condition, he was bound the power of Trick of Forgetting, which can loses the memory designated by events. For the safety he uses only half of it. Wangling doesn't care about the money or fame that ordinary people in the mortal world seek. However, all kinds of problems resulted him eventually having to doing something. At the end, it appeared to standing out. He unleashes most of his power as an immortal king built into the state of rage. He was uncontrollable his insanity and released the true potential as an immortal emperor.